Hey everybody, it's me Daniel, although you may know me as Captain Bergerson from the 𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 cast, or Captain Bergerson, or Daniel from my own channel, or this channel, because I occasionally do stuff here, you know, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, enough of that wiffle waffling. Jesse posted on some social medias what questions you guys would have about Age of Calamity. Now, of course, I don't have any early access to the game itself or anything like that, but I have played a whole lot of the demo. In fact, I made a 45-minute or so long discussion video with 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐿 over on my own channel, discussing all our thoughts and feelings about the demo and pretty much gushing about how much we loved it. But you guys had questions, and I may or may not have answers. We'll see. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Brutal honesty here in this video. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat any of this for you guys. Okay, so, but here we go. Questions. Who's the man in the dark robes? Cam asks. We don't know who this person is. Nobody knows. We know they have yellow eyes. We know they've got kind of sunken sort of face. We know they have a Gerudo symbol on their robes, what looks like a giant ancient core corrupted with malice in their hands. But we don't know who they are. There's theories. Some people are saying maybe the fortune teller. I don't like most of the theories that are out there, but that one's okay. That's a good one. But other than that, who knows? Nobody knows yet. Except for Nintendo and Koei Tecmo, they know. Justin asked, can the past really be changed? The tapestry has changed. The past can be changed in Zelda. It happens all the time. There's so much time travel in this series, so yes, the past can definitely be changed. Do I think that this game will have a split timeline? We'll get back to that soon. What happens? Tetra asked, what happens to the egg before... You'll have to edit this. Tetra asked, what happens to the egg baby guardian to prevent him from being around for Breath of the Wild? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. He's not around in Breath of the Wild at all, but he may be just dormant or in hiding, or maybe he gets broken at the end of Age of Calamity. Hopefully he doesn't die, because I will take a bullet for him. But, you know, he's a good guy, but we'll see. Hopefully he's not dead, though. Haha, maybe he's just in a box, tucked away somewhere, safe and alive. Here's a question. Ether101 asks, here's a question. Do you think the evil egg and the good egg are the same robot or same guardian thingy at different points in its own timeline? Potentially the order going like this. Infected, gets defeated, placed in crate, wakes up, goes back in time, try to prevent the future. Could be a case of it being the same guardian infected by malice. Could very well just be a case of there's more than one of that same model of guardian. I'm fine with either one. Darkmonger1 asks, in the prophecy foretelling the return of Calamity Ganon, it states that the power to oppose the Calamity lies buried within the ground. Obviously the kingdom and fans assume that this is referring to the divine beast and the guardians, but what if the prophecy wasn't talking about the Sheikah Tech at all? What if the power to oppose Calamity Ganon was actually referring to Ganondorf's sealed body? Not only is Ganondorf's body most likely buried deep underground, but I'd imagine that by defeating, or at least unsealing him, it would prevent the Great Calamity, as he wouldn't need to appear in that form, as he'd have his own human body. It makes some sense and could explain why in the reveal trailer in the sequel Breath of the Wild, Link and Zelda were deep underground. So I think that in the context of Breath of the Wild, they really just meant the divine beasts and the guardians, because they were trying to follow in the footsteps of their ancestors who had used those to defeat Calamity Ganon 10,000 years before. So in that context, I really just think it meant what it meant. But as far as it meaning Ganondorf's body, I mean, if his body wasn't sealed there, he would just come back in his own body probably. So I don't know if that would have any impact on it. Maybe though. But yeah, I just feel like that would be a big retcon. They'd be retconning themselves if that's the case, but who knows. Here's one. Larulian Historian. Hey buddy, how you doing? He asked, I'd like to know whether the actions of the diminutive time-traveling guardian in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, who appears to have awakened due to Zelda's powers just to grant her wish to protect everyone, has created a fork in the Zelda timeline for Breath of the Wild. I'd also like to know whether or not the new mysterious villain is a disenfranchised Gerudo Vo cast out from his tribe and working alongside the Yiga clan to revive Ganon. So, okay, first, that new character, we don't know who they are. It could be Disenfranchised Gerudo, sure. Could be the fortune teller. Could be they only have that Gerudo symbol because they're a follower of Ganon and Ganondorf was a Gerudo. It could be as simple as that. But yeah, I mean, it could be that they were a Gerudo and they've changed allegiance. It's hard to say. People were saying that, oh, they don't have red hair, but Kume and Kotake, the twin Rova, did not have red hair either, so there is that. But I don't know. It's hard to say. As far as the timeline thing goes, in theory, it's possible. My own belief is that it's not going to split the timeline because I feel like it's just going to be one of those cases where they work hard to try and prevent this, but they just walk into it anyways. But who knows? Nintendo likes to have a happy ending. Maybe we do win and it's a split timeline dealio. I really just hope not, because it feels like a cop-out to me. It feels like they put so much emphasis on the fact that this is in all their marketing, this is the story 100 years before Breath of the Wild. And for them to retcon themselves or have it just be a split timeline or all that nonsense, it's just going to be confusing for consumers, and it's just like, it feels like a cop-out. So we're all ready for the tragedy. I don't want to be out of that. So that's my thoughts there. But it's possible, I guess. We won't know till the game's out, right? Trevor asked, more info about Zelda's mother. About Zelda Mother. I mean, Zelda's mother in Breath of the Wild died when she was like, what was it, 6 years old? Something like that. So, no. By the time Age of Calamity comes around, she's already been dead just as long. There's not going to be any new info as far as I'm concerned. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Fortune Teller and Cass's mentor, their identities. Well, Kelsey, we've seen young Purah and Robbie. I could see maybe Cass's mentor showing up. The Fortune Teller, some people are thinking that's who this mysterious figure is, but that's all we got. Who knows, Al? It might be not unconnected. Might be a different character. John asked, when is Breath of the Wild 2 coming out? That's not an Age of Calamity related question, but also nobody knows except for Nintendo. No announcement has been made about that. So just watch Nintendo's Twitter, I guess. Will there be dungeons or only battle? It's a Hyrule Warriors game. There will be no dungeons, I promise you. Connor asked, will there be a battle at Akala Citadel? It looked really cool with all the cannons, etc. So yeah, we saw a little bit of that in the trailer, actually. One of the trailers showed a shot of what looked like battle at Akala Citadel, so I really think so. It was said in Creating a Champion and in Breath of the Wild itself that Akala Citadel was sort of the last stand of Hyrule's army, so could be a really great showdown battle. Could be really awesome. I hope it does. I hope it's there. Green Tunic in the game. Green Tunic in the game? I mean, maybe as like amiibo or DLC or something like that. But the Tunic of the Wild you only get after completing all the shrines in Breath of the Wild. So I feel like the Champion's Tunic will be more one canon-wise. But we have seen that you can change your clothes. So who knows? Maybe there will be something. But I feel like if we do get a Green Tunic, it's probably just going to be amiibo stuff. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for everybody who submitted their Age of Calamity related questions. Stay tuned for more info to come. The game comes out in like less than 10 days. So yeah, 10 days at the time I'm recording this. So hopefully we'll see more soon. I'm sure once the game's out, all our questions will be answered, or maybe we'll just have more questions. Who knows? Because that's how Zelda is sometimes. Thank you to everybody who submitted your questions. Thanks so much for watching, and that's all I've got. So until next time, bye for now.
That's it for now, but a lot of rumors, news, and details are slowly leaking out. So please, stay subscribed and notified, and join our Discord to make sure you stay up to date on all Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 news. And you can find our Zelda podcast, the 𝐓𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫, here on YouTube and on iTunes, where we have had many guests who have worked on the Zelda series, and have shared a lot of amazing stories about voice acting, such as Patricia Somerset voice acting as Zelda, Mike Drucker on Zelda's writing or translation team, coming up with the jokes in the game, stories behind the names of characters that he created. Please subscribe and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you. If you are a fan of our Zelda videos like this, Zelda Theories, our Zelda podcast, the 𝐓𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 on iTunes, we would all really appreciate your support at patreon.com/GameOverJesse. That and buying our t-shirts will get you and your YouTube or Twitch a shout out every week on our 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐫. And if you send in a photo of yourself in our 𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐺𝐬𝐿 or 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐫 t-shirt, we can use it for promotion at the end of some of our videos.